how rock stars kind of have a way about them. You know, actors, they got a way about them. Hell, firemen have a way about them. So do cops. Cops have a way about them, and this is the way about them. The way about them is the government loves these guys. It's a dream come true to have a little tiny miniature troll, weasel brain, eyes too close together, just a little animal off the leash as one of their orcs. He was a perfect fit for the Homeland Security Office. So, Homeland Security Officer, who, by the way, is not even fit to be a Home Depot security officer, charged. Check out his little vest, folks. That was probably his bulletproof vest before, and he just turned it inside out. And now it's his jail smock. Kind of cool. Homeland Security Officer charged. Ugly mug. A Homeland Security officer has been charged with Class AA felony murder and Class A felony attempted murder after a shooting on Christmas Eve left one man dead and a woman in critical condition. Oh, Lordy. Minot police have identified the deceased victim as Nicholas Van Pelt, 41, of Minot. Daniel Breho, 39, Surrey, was arrested in relation to the incident and made his initial appearance before District Judge Gary Lee on Tuesday. Every courtroom bench was filled Tuesday by the victim's family, friends, law enforcement, and court personnel standing in the aisles and wings. Woo! He made a scene, didn't he? Lee said at the beginning of the hearing that all of the district's judges would be recusing themselves from the case due to their familiarity with the alleged victims. Lee said a judge from outside the district would be assigned to the case and noted the victims had active roles in local court and law enforcement communities. Oh man, this story, y'all, is going to get deep. Deputy State's Attorney Tiffany Sorgan said that the county's prosecutors would also be recusing themselves from the case after the hearing for much the same reasons, including that she and her office had familiarity with Breho himself in his capacity as a Homeland Security officer. You mean you folks would actually let this goofy knucklehead into your lives? This guy was around you and you respected this guy? Couldn't you tell by, look how close his eyes are together. That's a little weasel brain predator, knucklehead. Allegedly. According to court documents, Minot police officers were called to a southwest Minot apartment complex after receiving reports of a shooting shortly before 9 p.m. on Sunday. 6 shots were reported by a neighbor who called in the shooting, and 2 further shots were audible during the call. Cheese and rice, bro. Officers arrived on the scene on the 4th floor of the building to the sound of a woman screaming for help. Officers began speaking with the female victim and forced entry into the apartment. The affidavit of probable cause said officers found Van Pelt in a hallway near the front door. The female victim was lying in the laundry room, while Breho was found in a bathroom. Breho was observed on his knees with his hands in the air and a black handgun on the ground next to him. Oh, you little sniveling little whimpering little freaking weasel in the corner. 5'6". He could have been standing straight up and they would have thought he was crouching in the corner. The male victim was pronounced dead at the scene, and the female victim is currently receiving treatment for serious injuries in the intensive care unit at Trinity Hospital, according to Soren. Breho was arrested and held in custody at the Ward County Jail. Sorgan battled her emotions while making the state's bond recommendations, acknowledging Breho's lack of criminal history, but highlighting the seriousness of the alleged crime. Oh, he's never been a criminal. Look at him, you ding-dongs. Look at that knuckle butt. Did just all of a sudden he start looking like a complete dingleberry troll degenerate criminal? No, he's always looked like that. And you guys thought he was a hero because he wore a badge, because you're idiots. Bootlickers. Back the blue until it happens to you. Dumbass. Sorgan, okay, I already said that. There are children that have been left without a father and other children whose mother have been in the hospital for Christmas Day. That's sad. Never mind that there are numerous members of our community who are absolutely rocked by this matter and who might be in danger due to Mr. Breo's actions. Damn right. Surely you aren't going to let that knucklehead out. Breo's attorney, Jesse Wallstead of Bismarck, appeared virtually for the hearing and made the case that such a bond was inappropriate given his client's lack of criminal history. No, he's a cop. He's a criminal all damn day long. You idiots. And established ties in the community. Oh, well, come on out. He's established ties. Wallstead further stated his client had voluntarily allowed himself to be. Oh, he didn't shoot him. He didn't shoot at the cops. You stupid idiots. Lee said a substantial bond was required given the nature of the charges in the case. He ordered a cash bond of $2 million, calling the requested $5 million unattainable. Either way, he don't need to be out on the streets, folks. Come on. I've reviewed the affidavit of probable cause. He was in the apartment where the alleged crime took place, armed with a pistol when law enforcement arrived. Absent a shootout at the OK Corral, surrendering was his only option. As a federal law enforcement officer, he's expected to behave far more responsibly than all the others. Oh, come on. He's a criminal. He felt free to commit crime because he commits crime all the time. This was just, oopsie, a little too far for this criminal. Knuckleheads. You're all a bunch of damn criminals. Not my viewers. I'm talking about you dingleberry cops that are watching this. Lee and Sorgan also discussed a no contact order, which will be expanded to include the family and children of the victims shortly after the holidays. Further court dates were scheduled by Lee for the sake of advancing the case. As he noted, they were likely to be rescheduled to accommodate the outside judge and special prosecutor to be assigned by the North Dakota Supreme Court. A Marcy's Law declaration has been made by the female victim, so we don't need to know her name. That's true. But this guy, look at this guy. You know what? So that was a good story. And the happy ending is that this goofball is sitting in jail, and unless he can magically come up with $2 million, he's staying in jail.